Hello everyone, welcome to Egg Chinese. Today let's continue to study Pinyin. Today's topic is topic 9. We will talk about 4 plus 1 tons of Pinyin. So first of all, let's have a look at the similarity between Pinyin's tons and English stress on a syllable. Then we will talk about the tone of Pinyin. Then we will introduce 4 plus 1 tons. Then we will talk about the tones of Pinyin. So let's move on to the first one, English stress on a syllable. So we talk about this because Pinyin's tone is very similar to English stress on a syllable. So some English words have multiple syllables. There may be a stress on one of the syllables of an English word. For example, a stress is on the first syllable of the English word rocket. There are strong stress and weaker or secondary stress in English. So a different stress could express a different meaning in English. For example, this English word, if we pronounce it as a record, so the stress is on the first syllable. So its meaning is a noun for the record. But if we pronounce it with a stress on the second syllable, so like record, so it will be a verb to record a tape or some music. So we can see we can have stress on a syllable for English. Similarly, we will have tone for Pinyin as very similar to stress in English. So a pinyin or a Chinese character only has one syllable. A pinyin or a Chinese character is a consonant plus a vowel or a vowel combination, or a pinyin or of a Chinese character is a vowel or a vowel combination without a consonant. So there are two cases. The tone of a pinyin is similar to the different stresses, strong stress or weaker stress in English. The tone of a pinyin is on the vowel or vowel combination. So next, let's move on to see the specific 4 plus 1 tones of pinyin. So we use just these 4 indicators to indicate 4 tones. So this one is for the first tone, second tone, third tone, the fourth tone of Pinyin. So for example, hello in its meaning in Chinese is you good. So you its pinyin is 你, good is 好. So now we can pronounce it because N is as no, and this one I is as E. So the pronunciation of the first pinyin is ni, but above the vowel we have a tongue, the third tongue, to make ni to be ni. So we can see the difference before adding the tongue and after adding the tongue. So before adding the tongue, it will be ni, so very flat pronunciation, and after adding the tongue, it will have a tone like a falling and rising tone. The third tone, it will be ni. Similarly, the second one, H and AO. AO's pronunciation is as ao. So we put them together, it will be how without tone. But if we have a third tone, that is a falling and rising tone, it will be how. So before it's how, after tone, how. So this is different tones. So tones is always above the vowel or the vowel combination of pinyin. So this is the tone. So let's have a look at how to pronounce these tones. So the first tone is called flat tone, flat tone, and the second tone is rising tone. The third tone is falling and rising tone. The fourth tone, falling tone, and the fifth, short, flat tone. Let's have a look at them in details. First, flat tone. Similarly to the tone of AR, as in the English word car, when the doctor checks your throat, asking you to see so this is the flat tone. The flat tone is long. The second tone is a rising tone, similar to the tone of he in this sentence. Is he who did the great work? Is he who did the great work? Is he? So this is a rising tone. The third tone, falling and rising tone, or V tone, falling and rising. So we also call it V tone. Similarly to this sentence, rarely. So the stress is going down and up, rarely. So for this third tone, for example, here, if without this third tone, the first word or the first character will be pronounced as ni. With the third tone, it will be pronounced as ni. The fourth one, falling tone, similar to the tone, the stress in go 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 go. So we can see the tone or the stress is going down, go go go, or falling. So next one, short flat tone. The short flat tone has no tone indicator. So non-tone indicator indicate it is a short flat tone. The short flat tone is also called neutral tone. The pronunciation of the short flat tone is almost the same as a flat tone, but is shorter and lighter. The short flat tone is only used at the end of a sentence or a word. For example, this one, are you a worker? In English, and in Chinese, its meaning is you are a worker ma. So this ma is for asking question in Chinese, and in Pinyin it will be 你是一个工人吗? So we can see here the last pinyin for the last character without tone indicator. So it is a short flat tongue. So in Chinese, it will be pronounced as ma. So we can see it's very similar to a flat tongue, but it is shorter and lighter. Okay, next one, let's talk about the tongue. So first, a tongue is very important for a single character. A tongue is very important for a single character. A different tongue of the same pinyin could have a different meaning. For example, this one, um, let's spell or combination to generate the pronunciation of it. So M and R, put them together, ma. If without tongue, it will be ma. And with the first tongue, ma, the meaning is mom. The second tongue, ma, ma, the meaning is a taste of numbing, numbing, ma. The third tongue, ma, ma, ma. The meaning of it is horse. The fourth tongue, ma, ma. The meaning of it is a verb, scold. So we can see the same pinyin with different tongues will have different meanings. Let's have a look at another example. This one, H and O put together for the first tongue. How it's a mugwort, a plant. Second tongue, how, meaning is grand or proud. It's an adjective. Next one, third tongue, how, good, adjective. Next one, how, meaning number. So we can see for a single character, or it may have same pinyin but different tongues, meaning different things or different meanings. So a tongue is very important for a single character, but a tongue is not so important in the context when we speak, because native Chinese people can easily understand the meaning of the character or the word in the context, even though you are using a different tongue. For example, we have four tongues of how or how. For example, let's say hello. The correct pronunciation will be 你好. With now the correct tongue is the third tongue, but let's try to say it in four different tongues of how in Chinese. So the correct tongue of how is the third tongue, falling and rising tongue. So it will be 你好. So incorrect tongues of how will be, for example, the first flat tongue, it will be 你好, 你好, 你好. Rising tongue, 你好, 你好. The fourth tongue, 你好, 你好. But even you are using these three incorrect tongues to say 你好, 你好, 你好. The native Chinese people can understand you as the correct one, 你好. So the principle of learning tongue is to try your best. No need to spend too much time to practice it at the beginning of learning Chinese, because a tone is not so important in the context when speaking. So this is the end of topic 9. Thank you, everyone.